Hi, everybody. For those of you who don't already know me, my name is Arshad Ali, and it's been quite a while since I have showed up on here in this way. And I just wanted to come on really quickly and share some personal things that I have been going through, some things that I have been bumping up against in my own life that I think would be relatable to a lot of you and maybe a contribution. And one of those things, mainly, especially over the past few weeks, but honestly throughout all of 2021, that I've been bumping up against repeatedly is resistance in some way, shape, or form, right? It's I keep bumping up against resistance. I want to do things. I want to create this. I want to create that. I want to do that, and I'm meeting up resistance, and I'm being forced, for lack of a better word, forced to surrender and trust and keep moving anyway. And I feel like that is what a lot of us are experiencing at this point in time, in some way or the other, right? So maybe throughout all of this time in quarantine, maybe you started to get really creative. Maybe you want to launch your own business, whatever it may look like for you, right? Maybe you want to launch your own business, but you don't have money, but that desire is so strong with you, like you just can't let it go, but you need to figure out a way to move forward anyway. So how that's showing up for me is I want to have my own space. I want to have a studio. Not only a studio, but an entire space where I can build a community and really connect with people. But the way the resistance is showing up for me is that I don't quite have the money yet. I haven't met the right people, and a lot of things haven't quote unquote aligned yet. But the way that I'm surrendering and trusting and moving into it anyway is I do have a camera, I have a mic, I have the ability to edit and all of these things, and I can choose to do that. I can still show up in some way, right? And if I didn't have all of that, I have a phone, I have a bedroom, right? And it's about trusting the bigger picture of what your desire is, and you will have resistance initially, but it's being able to look beyond that resistance, having enough trust, having enough faith, not only in the universe, but within yourself to still take action today to create that reality. And that is what I'm doing here right now. I am making do with what I have available to me now, and I am doing the one thing that I can do right now to help me create that reality, to create that connection. I'm showing up here, I'm sharing this, and I'm connecting with you, and I'm still be able to create that connection. So it's like choosing to take the baby steps, follow the little breadcrumb trail, whatever it is you can do to maneuver it through now until you find your way to the bigger vision in your mind, and trust that you will get there, right? So it's about cultivating that faith and trust. So let me know, how is that showing up in your life? What are the struggles that you are facing, and are you allowing it to knock you down and serve as a barrier to creating your desires? Or are you learning to trust yourself more, to surrender, and to trust in your ability to just create anyway, regardless of what's going on around you? So that's one aspect of it. And the other aspect of the resistance could be that the thing you're trying to create may not be in alignment with you, and that's why you're feeling resistance. So for example, for me, like I really like singing. Like I love singing, I love the joy that it brings to me. But I'm not, like, I don't think I'm a good singer, right? I have the desire to do it. I have a desire to do like vocal training and all of these things. But at the same time, I am aware that that's not what my purpose on this planet is at this point in time. It doesn't feel in alignment. So when I try to take action in that direction, I meet resistance, and it just doesn't feel right. So there's that aspect too, where you could be trying to force something to happen that just isn't in alignment or isn't for you in the first place. Or maybe it's something that someone told you that you should do, and it sounds like a good idea because it worked for them, but really it's not yours, and that's why you're meeting the resistance. So I see it within myself and a lot of people where the resistance is showing up in many ways. And people are really being forced to observe all of these things, look at it in its face, and come to a conclusion of what they need to do about it. Like, we can't hide from certain things anymore. So let me know in the comments, like, what is your version of this, and how can you take your version and apply it to what I just said. Like, I hope that me sharing this is a contribution to you in some way, and that it sparked something within you that can help you to maneuver your own situation. And like, what's going on in your world at this point in time, because there's a lot going on, right? Both physically and internally, there's a lot going on outside. There are a lot of madness, craziness, and then people are also being forced to look at their own internal stuff as well. So we live in really interesting times, yet very blessed times, depending on the lens that you choose to look at it with. So I choose to see it through the lens of expansion and possibilities, and coming up with different ways to be innovative during these interesting times. And it's really, I get, it opens me up to the possibility of doing things in new ways that the ways that I would typically do things before can't work right now. So I'm being forced to get innovative and do things like this. Right? So drop me a heart if this was helpful to you in some way, and leave a comment. Let's get a conversation started, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.